everyone, this is Genita M, Medical Director of the Biosanctuary. Today I'm really excited to share with you a product that I found that helps take the sulfites out of wine. Now, like many of you, I enjoy having a glass or two of wine with dinner or going out with friends and whatnot, but I had to give that up a long time ago because the cleaner and greener I got and the better I felt. I have very high expectations. Every day I want to wake up feeling vibrant and great. So if I go out to have a nice dinner with friends and have a few glasses of wine with it, I don't want to have to suffer. And so I had to give it up. And it kind of crunched my style cramped my style. Because you know, my daughter's a chef. She's taught me how to pair flavors and this and that. And you know, it's just no fun. I don't like that deprivation mode where I think, oh, I can only have this tiny bit, you know, we're going to feel bad, so I just kind of gave it up. And I also don't drink beers with glyphosate, which all of them do if they're not organic or from an area. Sometimes you can find them in the UK and whatnot where there's no pesticides being used on the grain. So that's another one. You know, you got to be careful. You want to stay away from glyphosate. You're battling cancer or any serious disease, you have to not drink beer unless it's an organic beer. So anyway, back to the wine, getting sulfites out of wine. So this is an Ulo. These are little pads here that you put into this chamber. And by the way, I'm going to get well, I don't have a glass of wine right here, but these pads come in these little packets, okay? And this is the sulfite trap. All right, so not quite sure what's even in here, but it does get the sulfites out of the wine. And I used a white one because white ones, they actually have to use more sulfites in the white wines because they can go bad. They're sweeter typically and can go bad easier. So you just put the pad in the chamber here. There, like that. And then this is one of the carafes that they sell. I mean, you can get your own carafe. This chamber here is actually built very well, whereas you can get a glass of wine, and because the spout, it looks wider, but the wine actually flows right down the center here. So you just balance it on a glass of wine, like if you're going out to the clubs or whatnot, and you prefer wine over cocktails or whatever. You can take this with you. There's a little pouch for it. And take it with you out to the club, and when the bartender, you just hand it to the bartender, have them pour it in front of you, and pour it through your chamber here. And it makes a big difference, by the way. So it just goes like this, and then you pour your wine through, like so. And I did have some dinner guests over the other night, and we tested it out, and it actually improves the flavor. Like I said, I have a very organic palate. I've been green and clean for many, many years, and I can taste chemicals in anything. There's an organic flavor, and then there's chemical flavors, and I can taste it in anything. And that was another thing, was really getting the flavor of wine. I was enjoying less and less and less because of that. So getting the sulfites out of wine actually improves the flavor. And, there's a bitterness. I know I call it like a ta. That's the only word I can come up with, like a ta to the taste of the wine, because actually, when I'm in Italy, when I went to Italy, I had some dirty wines, village wines they call it. And these are wines that are traditionally stomped, made traditional, and they don't put any preservatives. It's all organic. They don't put any preservatives at all in them. Because they have to put the sulfites, or they say they have to, in there for the shelf life, right? Otherwise the wine will go bad. But these wines are made small batch for immediate purposes. And I'll tell you, it's like drinking a food. It's like the old Egyptian meads. It feels like a full meal. And actually that's the preferred way to drink wine, because it actually comes with its own NAD and everything to digest, which helps you stay away from a hangover. But anyway, and that's one other thing, for those of you sensitive to sulfites, you may be able to actually reintroduce wine into your life if you enjoyed it. It was something that you were developing an increasing sensitivity to. Myself, like I said, I don't like to pay in any way the next day for enjoying myself the night before. And I had a couple of glasses of wine for my dinner guests the other night, and I felt brilliant the next day. And they do say, I mean, I didn't test the quantity thing, but people have reported that they can drink, you know, a lot, you know, they can go out and party it up and not suffer the next day from the sulfites. Now, of course, if you drink too much alcohol, you're going to suffer. But for those of you that like to drink moderately and also that have sensitivity to sulfites, because most of the hangover will be from the sulfites, especially in those that are sensitive to the sulfites. So anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you get sulfites out of your wine. This is Genita M, Medical Director of the Biosanctuary, helping you enjoy a green and clean life. All right, bye-bye.